Hi everyone, welcome back to Sheri Proof. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been around for a while, thank you so much for coming back. I hope you guys are enjoying the content and the videos that I have been, uploading and sharing with you guys. So yes, we are on part 3 and yes, this is going to be the final because we have to move on to something else. But part 3 of my personal tips on how to look put together. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. Thank you so much for the messages and your comments and so on. We've been having some interesting discussions and I really like that because you guys have been sharing with me your tips as well and they have been very, very helpful. So today I will share 5 more tips on this whole topic, but just to recap, we covered outfits, we covered hair, we covered accessories, shoes, handbags, even perfume, quite a few different things. We talked about our nails and our hands and our feet and all of that jazz. But today I want to cover a couple other tips that I have or things that have helped me, over the years. So tip number 11 is this: give yourself enough time to get dressed. So we're talking about, looking put together, and eventually, as time passes by, once you start putting into practice things with regards to your personal style and your own method, you will usually, the time that you have to take to get ready should reduce because it's things that you've gotten accustomed to. It's part of your routine and all of that. But especially, if you have an event, and not even an event, just to go to work in the morning, because I know for a lot of women, they choose not to do the whole 9 yards for an everyday, their everyday job. But, if they have a special event like a wedding or something, they go the full glam. And I'm not saying that you have to do glam for work, but I'm saying that even your everyday job, a lot of people ignore this and take this for granted in terms of the effort that we put in terms of presenting ourselves. And like I said at the beginning, while the way you present yourself will leave an impression on people, it is more so for your own, personal development and all of that. So if it is that you decide, okay, you know what, I need to put a little bit more effort into my look every morning, then the worst thing is a rushed, frazzled look. It shows not just in how you present yourself, but in your whole attitude and your whole demeanor and everything. So you don't want that. If you know it's going to take you 30 minutes, then get up 30 minutes extra. If it's going to take you 45 minutes, then get up 45 minutes extra. And I'm saying that, and a lot of people are like, oh my God, Sheri, I prefer sleep. And that's fine. That's fine. Lord knows that I need some more. But I mean, this is something that I have been doing for years and years and years and years. Like, I have been working professionally my career for like 17 years now. And I have from day one, never used to make up like this or anything like that, but from day one, I would be very careful in terms of how I dress and how I present myself when I left the door. It was really, really important to me. So now, like when I tell people that I can do my face or my makeup for work in 15-20 minutes, they're like, what? And when they see me, they're like, how did you do that? Because I've been doing it for so long, the time that I take to do it obviously has reduced because I can do certain things with my eyes closed, literally. And it's become a routine for me. So I'm not going to be rushed in that sense. But yeah, definitely give yourself enough time to get dressed. It is definitely going to make a difference in how well you look put together when you step out the house. Tip number 12. Learn to do your brows. And I know I have some people who follow me who are like makeup artists. I know there are lots of makeup enthusiasts like myself who follow me on my social media and so on, but also some of you who are like plain Janes, or perhaps makeup is not your thing, and that's fine. You prefer to, probably you're more into skincare and all that, and that's fine. What I'm here to say, and when I say learn to do your brows, is because sometimes if you do nothing else, your brows shape your face. It gives your face a certain amount of, I don't know, it adds something to the structure, to the appearance, to the completeness. And now some of you may have full brows and they're fine. They don't need any filling and so on. They probably just need a little bit of grooming, maybe a trimming or some, pulling out some stray hairs and so on. That's fine. But if you're like me, like the tail of my brows, I think I've showed you guys that already. Like, I have no hair there, like a a little bit of a tail, we call it. my sisters and I inherited this. But my brothers have lovely eyebrows. I don't know. Lord. But yeah. So I have to fill in my brows. Like if I am without makeup and then you see me just do my brows, it makes a world of a difference. So yeah, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to learn the whole length of, you know, what you see makeup artists do in terms of like concealing and all that jazz. That may not even be necessary for you. For some people want to go that far, and that's great. But just learning how to fill in your brows, making them look neat and not necessarily drawn on or like with a marker pasted on kind of thing, but just groomed and neat makes a difference. And while I'm on that point, I'll just throw this in there. Concealer and mascara makes a world of a difference. Try it. You just might like it. Tip number 13, and it is this, and again it's on the whole makeup thing, but I purposely left this for last because I know for some people the whole makeup, you know, drama is probably a challenge. And tip number 13 is this: develop your perfect neutral look. And I know that it could be very like overwhelming. When you go on Instagram, you go on Facebook, you go on YouTube, everybody has makeup tutorials, tons and tons of makeup tutorials. And there's always some new technique that's trending, and the cut crease and colorful makeup and all that drama. But at the end of the day, your perfect classic neutral look will prevail because it works for work, it works casually, it works formally, it works in every single circumstance. So if you are not like a big makeup person, just work on that one look, perfect it. And perfect it literally means just practicing so that if it is that you want to start doing eyeshadow, listen to me, if you can figure out how to do a perfect neutral matte eyeshadow look, you're in the game. Literally, you're in the game. Because in fact, if you could blend and you can do a complete matte eye look, you could probably do almost anything when it comes to eyeshadow, no joke. Because that means that, sis, you could blend, literally. And when I'm saying neutral, I'm talking about like the colors that complement you in terms of earthy, neutral tones, you know, the browns and all the shades that come off of that, the tans and the beiges and, you know, that kind of thing. I actually did a completely neutral matte look in the first video of this series. So if you want, you could go back and just take a look at it. And it just makes you look so polished. But when I'm talking about your developing your classic makeup look, the eyeshadow is one thing, but I'm talking about your whole face. Because when you can just present a polished look, and that's the whole idea when it comes to this point, it's just about presenting a polished look. It's not even about doing detailed contour and highlighting for the whole universe to see or anything like that. It just means that you are able to put your best face forward, whatever the event, whatever the circumstance, whether you could make it a makeup artist or not. And this is not something that necessarily happens overnight. There are people who are more talented or probably more creative or more inclined. But if you're not like that, like me, sometimes you need to learn. Sometimes you probably need to invest in makeup course, and not everybody who does a makeup course is necessarily doing it because they want to become a makeup artist. In my case, that was an investment in my personal development. I wanted to be able to do my face. I mentioned this before, and so I did do a makeup course. But at the end of the day, while I can do much more than just a classic neutral look, that for me is always my go-to when I have a special occasion, no joke, because it always wins. You just pop some glitter on that or some lashes and it just takes it to the next level. So whether you're using a BB cream, whether it is you're using a foundation, whatever it is, you want to develop your perfect neutral look that can take you from day to night, from casual to formal. Work on it. It's going to take some time, but work on it. It's definitely going to go a long way. Tip number 14. And this is also in the whole, you know, makeup theme, but it has to do specifically with your lips. Now, I'm mentioning this as a separate point because I think that every woman needs to know this. One of the main things when it comes to looking put together is having two particular lipsticks, in my opinion. Like I said, all of this is just for me. One, your perfect nude or neutral lip. Listen to me. Listen to me. And two, a perfect red lip. Hence my red lipstick today. No, I'll tell you why. I think everybody just needs these two lipsticks. But the problem is, like, in finding the perfect one, you're probably going to have to go through several to figure it out. Because we all have different undertones and all of that drama. And some people, like, for example, when it comes to nude lip, some people prefer a peachy nude, a pinky nude, a orangey. There's so many shades of nude. Find one that you love. Find one that complements you. And even if you never wear a red lipstick, a nude lip will take you everywhere, and you have no idea how just doing that literally takes your look to the next level. Just putting on a neutral lip. And the thing about what I love about a neutral lip is that it's not bold. It could be understated, but so classy, so sexy, so put together, so corporate, so casual. It just fits, and it works with any and every eye look. So it doesn't matter if you decide to spend time on working on developing your eyeshadow techniques and you just have that lip down, you're good. And that just means making sure that you have a lip liner that you absolutely love, that goes very well with your skin tone, and then a lipstick or a lip gloss is something that complements it because it's your perfect nude or neutral lip. But the other part is having a red lip. And why I'm saying a red lip in terms of looking put together, because I think sometimes in certain circumstances, in certain situations, a red lip will literally like take the whole look, your whole attitude, your whole comportment, your whole demeanor to, yes, next level. And I think that a red lip is bold, it is powerful, and I just love to see red lips on women, like of all shades. Like, you see from the very fairest skin person to the deepest of melanin, find their perfect red. Oh my god, it just looks so amazing. It just looks so classy, and I love to see that look on women. And I think it just looks like literally you have everything under control. I love that look. Again, the thing with reds is that there are lots of undertones as well. So they're blue reds, they're orangey reds, they're pinky reds. So there are a lot of different shades. Just find the one that you find that's the most flattering on you, and make sure you always have that lipstick. Today, the one that I'm wearing is Atlantic City by Ofra Cosmetics. It's one of my favorite reds. I have quite a few reds that I do love, but I love this one because it's a blue tone red, and yeah, it just works for me. And tip number 15, which is going to be my last tip on this how to look put together series, is confidence. You must have confidence. And I think I have mentioned it in several different points as an underlying thing. But honestly, you could do all of this. But if you walk out your house, step out of your house, and then walk into a room where there are people, or you're presenting yourself, and you're not confident and you don't have confidence, it shows. It makes the whole look just look like everything just flops, because it comes out. You have no idea how what is inside shows and just adds to your entire look. And, you know, I was having a conversation with someone, and she said, you know, one of the things, Sheri, is like, how do you do this? Because you look so fantastic, you look great. And she was giving me a lot of compliments, and she was saying, but the thing about it is with me is that I don't even feel pretty. And that really, like, it sunk my heart, because for a lot of women, that is an issue. And when you do all of this, and I'm talking about how you present yourself, and yes, people are going to see you, but it's even more important for you. And a lot of times we go through all of this. Many of us will tell ourselves, yes, I'm getting dressed, I'm putting on my makeup, I'm putting on my heels, I'm putting on my outfit and all that, I'm doing my nails and all that for me, because I want to look good, and, you know, all that. And that's great. But there are many of us who are doing that because we are looking for people to love off on us. We're looking for the compliments. We're looking for people to, you know, like us because of the way we look. And that's not necessarily the way that we want to go. Because a lot of us, people may love off on you because you're looking great today, but what happens when you don't? And at the end of the day, that is an internal issue. It has to do with self-love and self-worth and all of that. And this point is the, you know, in this point, I really just want to tell you, like, dig deep, look within yourself, talk to yourself. You are worth it. You are beautiful. You know, you can do it. You could do whatever you put your mind to, and that is going to help build your confidence. For me, I people might look at me and be like, wow, you're such a great public speaker, but it wasn't always like this. Trust me, it wasn't always like this. And for me personally, it has a lot to do with my own relationship with God. So it really doesn't matter whether I feel my parents fail me, my siblings fail me, my husband or my child, whatever. I know that God loves me. He has put worth in me, and that makes me feel like I'm walking on cloud nine. I'm walking literally on a next level, on a next plane. I can do anything. I can walk in. I can have confidence. I could just, and that's why I said in one of my points, walking like you own the place. You may not own it, but walking like you own the place. And confidence just takes your whole look to a place of, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you know that when you see a woman who is confident, when you see a person who is confident walk into a room, something is just different about them. And for me, that trumps everything. And that is my final tip on how to look put together. Just be confident. And as locally in Trinidad and Tobago, Rhodey would say, confidence is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below though. What is your favorite nude lipstick and your favorite red lipstick? I love to see the options that everybody has. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.